Welcome everybody to a new YouTube channel. This is our first video. Welcome to the new channel, Mario Explained. My name is Owen Bailey, and today I present the introduction of Mario Explained. Today we will explain Mario Explained. But first, before we get off to that, we shall begin with my life story. Before I was 7, I was a great person. I could do many accomplished things. But then, when I was in 2nd grade, my life was horrible. Because of my horrible teacher. But then, next year was even worse. My teacher knew that. She was not only mean, but she was everything else you could think bad. And the rest of my life is devoted just to people who lose her. But whatever. Anyway, let's get on to begin explaining Mario Explained. Basically, in this YouTube channel, we will explain certain aspects of Mario games, and also a point on the few things that I don't know about Mario, because I'm pretty much the go-to for everything Mario. And today, we will explain our first game, Mario 64, with 6 different videos, 6 including the final one, the plot video, explaining the entire plot of Mario 64. And the end, I don't even know. But anyways, goodbye everybody, and thanks for this very, very short introduction. Outro time. Down, down, down. Oh, now, down, now, 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 oh, now, 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 now. Hello everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Mario Explained, where we talk about the first course of Mario 64, Bob-omb Battlefield. It begins on a field on the ground full of bob-ombs, and then you head up a skinny little pathway going up a mountain where large boulders roll at you where the red coin star is. The red coin star is basically just a ring. You collect all 8 red coins, then you will get a star. But when you make it to the top of this mountain, the boss fight with King Bob-omb begins. King Bob-omb, however, is not a wind-up toy, and also he has a big bushy mustache and, well, a crown. So anyway, the reason you can to defeat him, you basically just have to grab him by the tuchus and toss him in the air, and it does really feel like him, and it does really feel like and it does really feel like oof, and you really do feel oof when you toss this a little oof when you toss this big guy in the air. So anyway, you have to do that 3 times, and King Bob-omb is defeated. There are some other stars, but we don't talk about them in these cases. So anyway, that is it for this episode. Outro time. Down, down, down. Oh, now, down, now, 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 oh, now, 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 now. Welcome back, everybody, to our next episode of... I got the name mixed up for a second, but anyway, today is our second, actual episode, and we will explaining the next course of Mario 64, Cool Mountain. Today, we will explain the entire set of this course and what I know about it. It's basically just, well, a big mountain. It's called Cooper Mountain, with a cottage that can lead you to a massive slide, and then earn the first star of the course. You could also, there's another star where you're supposed to bring a baby to a penguin, because the penguin is a mother and she lost her baby. You gotta get the baby to bring to her. Also, if you enter the cottage again, you'll be racing against a penguin, a different penguin. But, and if you win, you get the next star. But there is a really bad star in this course. Being the star, the snowman lost his head. You gotta make a snowman's body roll down to his head. It's very snow themed. There are a bunch of lifts, plus a funny star called Roll Kicks Will Work. You basically have to go to a different island and slide on some ice to just go across this skinny little walkway to make it to the star. Now this course is just kind of all around interesting, but the weird thing about this, no boss like Bob-omb Battlefield. But who wants to know about that? Anyway, so Cooper Mountain is kind of a mixed bag. It is better than the other snow stages in this game, Snowman's Land, but even though Snowman's Land does have a boss, but I don't really care about that. So anyway, goodbye everybody for this very short Mario Explained episode. Outro time. Down, down, down. Now. Welcome back, everybody, to the next episode of Mario Explained. And today, we will discuss the final main course of Mario 64, Rainbow Ride. Okay, I remember in the introduction, I said there were going to be 6 videos, including the plot day. There's only going to be 4. We're going to have to leave out Bowser in the Dark World and Dio Docks. They will be coming later, but for now, we'll just have to stick to this. But I chose Rainbow Ride because I love it so much. And you know why I love it? Because it's so horrible! That is ridiculous. I love the worst 3D Mario stage. Okay, I know a lot about Rainbow Ride. It's supposed to be the main sky level of Mario 64. And it uses the same theme as the level Tick-Tock Clock. It's the slide theme. But it doesn't fit Rainbow Ride, but the reason it's so horrible are rides with little carpets on them. But these things take forever. A majority of your time playing this stage will just be waiting. Just sitting on a carpet doing nothing. Now you can't skip the carpet ride for Star 4 swinging in the breeze, but just speaking of stars, I think I should tell you about some of them. This is the only time we will ever talk about the stars. The first star is Cruiser crossing the rainbow. Now this is where the iconic ship is, and it's not just a flying ship, it's got little wings on it. Which, it makes sense why it was why this was the main highlight when it became a freaking stage in Super Smash Bros. You probably know what that is, but whatever. But anyway, now you have to do a lot of. Now, by the way, if you don't know what an auto-scroller is, I can explain. This is like the only place Nintendo's ever tried to add an auto-scroller to 3D stages, apart from a auto-scroller in Mario Odyssey, which is another game coming up. But anyway, let's continue. That's something new. But anyway, but you begin with taking the first carpet. And this first carpet is 25 seconds with no obstacles in your way. Horrible. Just horrible. I love it. What? But anyway, let's continue. So after that, you have to take another. After you take that carpet, you go to another platform, which means more carpet. I mean, it's not completely empty. There are 2 blocks in the room. Real interesting gameplay addition right there. No. But anyway, after we go that and do that amazingly interesting things, we go through another. So we go through some. We go up to a little platform with a breakable block to end the carpet ride, and start riding another one. Okay, we are going to use the drunk squirrel laughing sound effect multiple times in this video. But anyway, after that, you can find some more blocks and then a pointed block, which is a pretty interesting addition. Well, yeah. And then you take, and then you have, well, I forgot to tell you about the center of the course. You place one of these platforms with the lakitu over your head, trying to throw spiders down at you. You can go to the left for 2 stars, straight forward for 1, and right for 3 stars. But so we're going to the right to find this carpet I was just talking about with the 2 blocks and the pointed block. To then find another junction of carpets. But when you take this, you can find a spinning platform with a 1-up on it that is pretty decent and is slightly interesting. I do mean slightly, don't get your hopes up. It's also got a fireball bar under it that might also be dangerous, but anyway, we can just continue with the course and go on to finally reaching the ship. Even worse, the star is out in the open. So you thought it would be more interesting, but nope, it's just right there. Crap. Now, I know most people would classify that crap as not a bad word, and they're right. But anyway, after that tedious star, we find an even more tedious star, the big house in the sky. I won't put this in even more detail, but I will say that there is a carpet that lasts. And also, by the way, you have to ride that first 25-second carpet for all the stars except star 4 because you can skip it by long jumping. So trust me, do not waste your time on this stupid carpet. Yeah, carpets are the bane of this course, or the bane of the game, as Nathaniel Bandy says. I bet you also know about Nathaniel Bandy. I do, but whatever. So anyway, let's continue. After that horror, good people would probably end the carpet ride inside the house, but no, the carpet has to go back outside. There's also a fire bar coming from the fireplace to avoid, and also some easy to dodge imps when you come out. And by the way, on the left carpet, on the carpet before this, there is a block that the carpet can face and that Mario cannot. But I don't know about, but that's just one little section. And also, for Final Main Course, there's not a single boss adding more to the horribility of this course. Is that the right word? I don't know. I know, this is dragging on a lot. And then you get back inside the house to dodge the fireball from the fireplace, and then you were at the start. That was so boring. Okay, but whatever. Let's move on to the next star. And guys, I don't want to alarm you, but we actually have a good star. Okay, anyway, it's the stated red coin star. Every stage has one, and basically, as I've explained in episode 1, Baba on Battlefield, you just gotta collect 8 red coins to get a star. But anyway, when you get all 8 red coins in a very complex maze, you can get all the coins. And the best part is there's no time limit like every single other red coin challenge around. Like in Sparks of Hope, or Kingdom Battle, or any other amazing game with red coin challenges. But this is pretty much their debut, Mario 64. But this is a good one because there's a bunch of it's a maze, and it's also kind of hard to collect the stars because it's a very complex maze. But whatever, when you get all of them, you earn the star. So, anyway, let's move on to star 4, Swinging in the Breeze. This is star 4, so you might remember that this was the star that I said earlier was skippable. So yeah, you want to skip it so you don't have to waste that stupid card. But for the other cards, alright, 25-second carpet ride, you know the drill, like that sound effect. But anyway, that sound effect plus the alright, 25-second carpet ride, you know the drill. Well, whatever. For this star, basically when you skip it, you can find a little moving platform that you have to hit before. You have to run across some donut blocks before they fall. I'll get onto a moving platform, and then you reach the scariest part of this whole stage. A Goomba. Okay, but when you get past that stupid loser, you can eventually make it to the first swinging platform, which is the star of this stage. Okay, sorry for that little stop. I was going too slow and we eventually ran out of tape. So anyway, let's continue. So after that platform, you can make it, but there's ground below is a good tutorial. But the next, a swinging platform is out of the sky, plus an easy to dodge fireball. When you go over those two things, you earn the star. So, star number 5, Tricky Triangles. Carpet ride, yay! Well, anyway, we go back. This is mostly a star 4, so we basically just head to where we had the Goomba. But there's a second pathway that can get us to the titular Tricky Triangles. When we basically just have to hit a switch and they'll flip so you can stand on them, but if the timer runs out, yes, we finally get the introduction of the timer, they'll flip over and you'll have to slide back down. But when you do go through this pretty decently hard Tricky Triangle maze, you have to use all the skills you've had to get through there and eventually earn the star. But this last star, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, is horrible. Basically, you just have to do the star one. Yeah, basically, you just have to basically, now most of the stars have obvious pointers where to go, but this one just says somewhere. Oh yeah, very helpful. But anyway, but there is actually a way to tell where to go. Because since it's the last star that isn't spin all over the course, well, sometimes, you'll figure out that the only place you haven't gone is this island up in the sky. Well, it already is up there, but it does indeed hold a star. But it does indeed hold a star. So how do you get there? Well, basically, you use, maybe you should head up the ship. Maybe there's a wing cap up there or something. But that means you have to waste 2 minutes. Just get up to the cruiser. But then you eventually discover you need to unlock this level's cannon. Okay. Yeah, this is why the courses are hard. So now they made it worse. But now you found you need a cannon. So where's the pink bomb? Look. Have fun exploring. But if you were a loser, you would usually have inside the house. And I'm the worst loser ever. So but good thing. But the only reason I would be able to find it is because I know that they're just hiding in the maze where all the red coins were. If you find them, you can then head all the way back to the ship, to wasting another 2 minutes, 4 minutes just for the star, and then you can head into the cannon. And Nintendo saved this from being any worse. But good thing Nintendo saved this from being any worse by adding a rainbow wing, so you have a pretty obvious pointer to shoot. And they also made it better because there's not only there's a block of the star, but there's also a Chuckya to try to take you out. And a Chuckya is like a seeker, like Babam, seeker Babam. You you either defeat him and get the star, or you take the worst option and straight up just panic to get the star before any problems. So that was horrible. Easy. This is easily the best star, the worst star in the game. So anyway, finally the 100 coin star, and every level has a 100 coin star. You basically just have to collect, 100 coins. But anyway, that concludes our time today, and now you definitely know that Rainbow Ride is the worst 3D Mario stage, the worst course of Mario 64. Goodbye, everybody. Action time. Down, down, down. Now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mario Explained, where we finally reached the plot day for Mario 64. Oh, and by the way, I have to do this in 1 minute because that's all the time I have. But anyway, this story is pretty simple. Basically, just enter Peach's castle and get 5 stars so you can make it to the first boss, Bowser in the Dark World, that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't get to. This story is pretty short. After that, you can head to the course, leave the lava land to get another key. I think it keeps, and then but there are a whole bunch of courses spread out in between. Oh, and by the way, I can explain all the ones that are accessible. Those are Bob Battlefield, Wobb's Fortress, Cool Mountain, and Jolly Roger Bay. So, is that a minute?
Yeah, repeat the last thing before she started beeping. I'll let you keep going, just to finish that.
I said those courses other than Battle in the Dark World were Baba Battlefield, Womp's Fortress, Cool Mountain, and Jolly Roger Bay. So, that's about it.
Go.
Okay. And by the way, one last thing. I don't know how the rest of the story goes, but I do know that all those last quarters are building up to Rainbow Ride. But anyway, goodbye everybody for this very, very, very short plot day. Action time. Down, down, down. No, no, no.